You are now locked in to the Sitting Down with the Sisters podcast.
Hi guys!
Hey!
Oh, I'm so
It's so
excited,
crazy.
guys. Oh, hello. Hi. Yeah, they didn't miss that.
It's really season 4, guys.
Season 4.
And I know we've been in high demand, like very high demand.
We know you missed us a lot. We've been, hearing about your comments.
Mm-hmm.
We've been hearing about your love, everything. So we're back. So thank you for having us.
Yes. And also we have to point out the obvious. We're not on the usual. We're not in our usual space.
In our usual space.
And it's still soapbox. Don't get it
because you guys
twisted.
thought the PSA is here. We're not leaving soapbox. We're not going anywhere else.
As much as we threaten the boys.
The rats.
And I know there's some people, we took a 2-month hiatus. And I know some of you thought, that Sitting Down with Sisters was over. But
Jesus.
We're not over. I think we've just started.
that's it. Correct.
And we've got so many things planned this season for you guys. Like, I can't even contain my excitement.
Yeah.
I might not look happy, but I'm happy.
You look
the
happy.
guests as well that we have planned for you guys.
Yeah.
The content. We only bring quality. This is a quality podcast. We only do quality things.
Yeah.
So
and we're going to continue listening to you guys. So whatever topics you want us to do, content wise, just let us know.
Yes.
And we're going to deliver.
Yes.
But yeah.
Before we get into it though, make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms. That's Sdwts podcast. Make sure you're following us on Spotify and make sure you're on Apple Podcasts and leaving reviews because that helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Great.
We forgot to do this bit, but we're your hosts.
Yeah. Oh,
We are your hosts.
if you know, you know already.
Do you
But
know what I
for
mean? It was
our new
always
listeners,
coming.
watchers, take it away, Thames.
We're your host. I'm Temi.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ira.
Oh my days, this feels so weird. I swear. And shout out to our people them in the back.
Yes.
Yep, here to support.
Shout out.
Would you say you've enjoyed your time off?
It was necessary.
You know what? It was so needed because I feel like when we do pod, we really put our all into it. Like we put our everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like so much has happened within the last 2 months. Like obviously,
yes, I got a job.
We're all
Amen.
working babes
Hallelujah.
now. Hallelujah.
It's been a long 2-3 years.
And I feel like people always, when they see us on the screen, they think it's just that. There's more that goes on.
We're
behind
juggling
the
other
scenes.
things,
So
exactly.
Literally making that commitment that we need to. But yeah, we're so happy to be back. I'm very happy to be back.
Yeah, the hiatus was like literally at the perfect time because I think I started my job literally the week after or something along the lines.
2 weeks. Because you had the break and then you started.
Like that. Like it was needed just for adjustment, and obviously
Perfect
we were always coming back. If you thought we wasn't coming back, then I don't know what you're thinking.
I think people were like, "Oh, where's the last post on Instagram was 2 months ago." They thought, Sitting Down, it's over.
Never,
ever.
Never. Not in this
We will not betray our craft.
Never. But guys, we're back with a really good one this week because obviously while we were away, you're gonna have to forgive us in it. We're a bit late, but you'll love it anyway.
I feel like it's still relevant.
It's very
regardless.
relevant, but
Very
it was
relevant,
more trendy like a little while ago.
The
But
conversation is still going.
But we're
on.
bringing it back anyway.
We're bringing it back
so,
because
we could start the trend all over again. Hot
That
topic.
part.
So first and foremost, we're going to discuss essentially, I guess politicization of black women and their hair, but through different lenses. So something happened while we were away. Monique, you guys might know who she is. Precious, she's from Precious. She's also
she's
an actress, comedian, and she had some thoughts about black women wearing their bonnets in public, and she was addressing them on her Instagram, and
she was giving auntie vibes, lecturing, and I think she specifically targeted like younger black women, just basically explaining that we're better than that, and the context that she gave was actually at an airport, saying how she was obviously traveling and she saw a lot of black women with bonnets, and her opinion was basically that it was just unnecessary. Black women don't need to do that, and we should, you know, try and make effort to look better and, you know, do our hairs and stuff like that. And yeah, we just want to basically discuss that and give our opinions on that, because I feel like, you know what, I've spoken to different black women about this, and
there's different opinions.
There's very different opinions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Very
quite
different.
scattered equally as well, because yeah, I think it's really interesting. So especially because I don't know if I know what you guys actually think off camera.
Yeah, no,
So
we haven't really spoken about it. It's too tough.
Yeah.
So, like, I think the first question I would ask you both is, what do you think of Monique putting Bonnets in the category of we're not portraying ourselves to the best of the best, essentially? Like, we look, I don't want to say we look dirty, but
no, it's not dirty.
we look
I think you should say like unprofessional or untidy.
So
or
what do you
just
think
not-
of that?
not
Do
putting
we
in
not
effort in our
unkept?
appearance.
Unkept,
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
Like highly disagree with that. I'm someone that you would probably catch me in my bonnet outside, just because if that's what I want to wear outside, I'm gonna wear it. I don't think it's, obviously if I'm going to a wedding, you'd never catch me in a bonnet, but that's obviously understandable. I don't think it's even, I feel like the conversation is so, it's a bit silly to me that she felt like she could say that, because I personally think there's no issue when other people of different racial or ethnic backgrounds do, like,
But
for
what
instance,
do they do?
so for instance, a common one within like Caucasian people is when
They
they're
have
getting ready
rollers.
for their event, they put rollers in their hair and
And
they'll
guess
go
what?
to
That's
Tesco.
even making the magazines. That's fashion.
Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then they've glamorized it sometimes and made it like a photo shoot. But why is it that when I want to wear my bonnet outside, because one, bonnets are worn for protection of your hair, why is that seen as unkept?
Yeah.
Personally, I understand that it's not appropriate for every situation. Like I said, I wouldn't wear my bonnet to a wedding, but that's understandable. Usually if I was wearing my bonnet, it's to preserve my hair for a certain hairstyle that maybe for a wedding I'd then take it off because I'm preserving the hairstyle to then wear it out. But me wearing it out shouldn't make other people look down at me and think, oh, she doesn't care about her appearance.
Yeah.
I think I second that, to be honest. Like, at first when I heard her, I was like, I get where she's coming from,
I
because
still do.
at the same time, she's coming, I've said this to you, I remember we had this conversation, she's coming from a different generation. She's coming from a generation whereby everything that black women did was very micro analyzed, and it was very picked apart, and it was very, okay, well, you had to look like this, you had to make sure that you looked the best of the best, you had to make sure that at all times you first impressions are everything, still are, of course,
Right.
but with them it was very, very different. Like, the only time they'd be wearing bonnets was probably on a film set, like
Or in their beds.
if that was the character they were playing, or like you said, in their bed. So I do see where she's coming from, but at the same time, it's like times have changed.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know why we put bonnet and unkept in the same sentence. Like, if even the people who were wearing it at the airport, because that's where it originated from, I get it, because listen, when you're on a plane,
You want to be as comfortable as
you want to be
possible.
as comfortable as possible. I don't wear wigs. Obviously, I wear weaves. So I understand, like, having your hair in your face on the plane when you're already uncomfortable, it ain't it. So you're telling me I'm not going to wear a bonnet or a headscarf just because, like, I don't want someone to look at me and think I'm bummy.
Yeah.
You what, mate?
Do you know what? With me, I have mixed opinions as well. I'm not going to lie. I'm 50-50. Everything you guys said is absolutely right. But I feel like at the same time, I just want to quickly address what Ayo said about other races and minorities or, you know, ethnic backgrounds. I just feel like she can't speak for them.
That's
Do
true.
you know what I mean? So she can only speak for black people. That's why she's doing that.
Of course, yeah.
And black women. And like Ashley said, she is from a different generation. Like, my mum does that as well sometimes with the littlest things. It's like, oh, why are you going out like that? Why don't you do
Yeah,
something
mum does
just
the same
like,
thing,
why is
yeah.
your everyday tracksuit? Do you know what I mean? You're a woman, wear jeans. Or do you know what I mean? That's how they feel about, like,
The rips and
ripped
the
jeans.
rips,
Like,
yeah.
they just feel like it's for beggars.
Everything
do
is
you know what I
like,
mean? It's just, oh, you look like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
don't like things like that. But what I'm going to say is, I feel like I do get it as well, because it depends. Because if you're someone that can potentially wear your pajamas to the airport, then there's no problem, because that is, to me, a bonnet is something that I wear to bed to protect
Right.
my hair in bed, just so the oils and everything don't soak up and, you know, go all over my bed. I could potentially wear it to the airport if, let's say, for example, I'm not fully ready or dressed, and I feel like maybe when I land, I'm gonna just
Sort yourself
myself out as soon as possible. So it needs to stay in that bonnet to be kept properly in a certain way. I get it, but I don't know. I wouldn't really be wearing a bonnet out casually. I'm not gonna lie.
Just to go to Tesco.
Tesco is different because
That's
it's
what
just
I'm
down
talking
the
about.
road.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
So then would you wear it to the airport? We didn't answer.
Of course, I'd wear it to the airport.
Okay, and you would?
I don't
would
know.
You?
I don't want to say yes or no because I potentially could. I'm not shutting
not-
the idea
yeah.
off
Yeah.
completely, but. Right now, I'm just gonna say no.
Okay.
I don't think I would. If anything, I can put my hair in a bun, or I might. Not, do you know what I mean? Or I'll just
something
put in a
else.
head
Or headscarf.
Yeah, I'd wear a headscarf.
I'll put
Do
it
you
in
know
a
what? I'm so
headscarf.
glad we even said that.
I know where you're
because this
going.
even leads me to my next question. So we've all said, like we said, I would like to answer the question. I would wear a headscarf to the airport.
Headscarf.
So now that makes me
absolutely.
think now. Okay, so what's the difference? Yeah, what is the actual difference between a headscarf and a bonnet?
Yes.
Basically, what I think it is, like, we know what they both look like,
Right.
headscarves and bonnets. I feel like headscarves, it just looks, to some people, it might look just a little bit more presentable than a bonnet. Do you know why? Because obviously your hair's still out, but it's literally just wrapped around in a more presentable way.
Right.
But a bonnet is literally, I don't want to say no effort, but it's just a cap. Do you know what I mean? You just put...
No, I know what you mean.
Like-
yeah.
like-
you
like some
don't
people
see
call
1
it-
inch of your hair.
Like some
at
people
all.
call it chef's hat. Do you get it? You just put it on.
That's what people call it.
Or their helmet of salvation.
Come on.
Whichever one.
Bye.
Do you get it? So there are different names for it. And I feel like, obviously, if you're very familiar with Love Island, Kaz has been wearing a headscarf from day one. And
Yep.
I love that. Do you know why?
Correct.
Do you know why this Kaz...
Her bonnet, yeah.
Do you know why Kaz's situation is different from Monique's situation? Because at the end of the day, Kaz is going to bed.
She's going to-
It
and that's
doesn't
the only
matter if
time
it's on
she's
national
wearing it. Yeah,
television.
yeah, yeah.
She is going to bed.
Yeah.
So she
But the
can
time
wear
she
it.
wears it when she goes outside, like to eat breakfast.
Yeah, but that's because she just woke up. That's
But
what.
that's the thing. There's some people argued like, as soon as she wakes up, like she should take it off.
No,
No,
I personally think you shouldn't like police the way women choose to do certain things.
Especially if it's within the comfort of their
own
own
home.
I'm sorry, I know Kaz is on national television, but really and truly, she's at
She's
home.
actually in her
Literally.
home, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Where
She's
she's
comfortable.
living.
She's in the
Literally.
villa. That's where she's living for the next 8
Literally.
weeks.
The people saying that she should take it off. I'm so sorry. When you wake up, do you take off your headscarf or bonnet straight away?
No.
I'm sure you go downstairs. You greet your family members. You greet
More time if I'm not leaving home, am I not wearing my bonnet all day?
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm not going
it's just
out,
because
I might
she's
keep it
on
on all
national TV.
day.
Oh, you
Literally.
know. But then if she was doing that, she's fake. She's playing up for the
Guys,
camera.
let's-
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, no,
Do
you
have
go.
something to
No,
say?
you go,
I kind of
go.
want to change it a little bit.
Wait, I want to
Go
just
on,
say,
go on.
I want to talk about it from the older generation's point of view and speak about it. Like, so what you guys touched on about Monique's age, like, there's that whole thing with black people as a whole, not even just black women. Just black people, where mediocrity and being normal is not allowed almost. You must be excellent or you're just bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
And I think that goes from education to career to how we present
Across the
ourselves. So for obviously when Monique was growing up, she grew up very much closer to like the civil
rights movement.
closer to that time and that was a time when literally black people always had to be on their best behavior and always had to present their best foot forward at every single point of their life. And I don't think it's even healthy to instill in people that at your comfortableness you shouldn't be accepted, or you can't just be free because you're always just living
That's essentially what
to
you're telling like
to
people.
appease people and their opinions of you.
And I feel like
Sorry, go on.
that's what stood out from our generation in comparison to our parents' generation. Like you said,
We don't give a
we don't
heck.
care as
We don't
much
give a-
as they do.
Yeah.
They just
Right.
always had that whole, oh, you have to look like this. And remember,
you have to do this,
we're, apparently we're the more rebellious generation
Exactly.
anyway.
Right,
do you know what I mean? So we do what we want to do, but
And-
they're more, collective, and we're more
And to make it
individuals.
even more
Yeah.
catered to Monique as well, like you said, she grew up in a time closer to civil rights movement, but also she was growing up in a time where there wasn't that many women that looked like her on television.
Right.
Remember, she comes from a background of TV, the entertainment industry,
Right.
so of course she had to carry herself in a way whereby
She was
essentially she can get
representing.
booked. Like she was
Right.
representing a whole plethora of women.
Right.
She was
And
representing black women.
and I can
so she couldn't come
understand.
to her job or her workplace or be seen in public
Absolutely.
looking a certain type of way because she would be
she had a
scrutinized.
reputation exactly.
She had to
because
watch her
there's
reputation,
more-
whereas now
Doesn't matter.
if I can imagine sorry, I can imagine if as a black woman I'm sort of one of the only few representing black women, I would want to do my best to look my best.
Right.
So
Do you get
in
it?
that
So-
sense, I get it.
And so, yeah, even along that line, I was going to say, I don't think there's anything wrong with Monique's like sharing her opinion. I personally think everybody should be entitled to their own opinions. But I just think the way she did it could have come across very like legislative. or how like telling people what to do versus just this is my thoughts, especially because she even went on to post a picture of somebody on her Instagram where now you're opening that person up to ridicule from like a bigger audience. That for me was just not the bit I agree. I just didn't agree with that.
She was just living up to her auntie standards.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone calls her auntie.
Yeah,
she was doing the auntie thing.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, just to move on from that topic slightly, and I feel like a lot of people know where this is going.
I know
this happened very recently on social media.
The Love Island
and
thing.
the Love Island situation.
Yes,
please.
Yeah.
The Love Island situations that happen. So this is the scenario that was given in the talking stage. This is not in a relationship. They've said in the talking stage. I think it was Zizi Mills that actually, sparked this conversation.
It was her, yeah.
And it was so interesting to see the different point of views as well. Do you know I love
it was so interesting.
Do you know I love it? Yeah, I love it when there's a scenario, a situation given, and it's not everyone has the same opinion. I love hearing different opinions, but with that scenario, what happened was, so she was talking about talking stage, and she said, as black women, you can't just wear your bonnet on the first day. You can't whip out your bonnet. Yeah. Whip out your bonnet on the talking stage just like that.
To be more specific, she said exactly was on the first night.
You have to ease him in.
Right.
Yeah, you have to ease it in.
You got to ease it in. On the first night, she was like, oh, you guys, thank you. She's like, you can't lie. No one's doing that on the first night, wearing a bonnet to bed.
Right.
Like with a guy that you're feeling so much on the first night.
Right.
So obviously, like again, I don't think we've had this conversation. So I'm so interested to hear, and I feel like I already know what Aya's going to say. Whip us with it.
Well, I guess we're all different though. Like me, you, we're all different babes. Me, more time when you see me, you're gonna see me more or less close to how I'm gonna look when I'm going to bed, because that's how I am.
You've been like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am.
I know you've been like that.
So me wearing my bonnet at the night time, you should even just expect it from me. Do you know what I'm saying? You should be expecting it from me.
At the night time, the first night time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be expecting it from me. Absolutely, because this is my crown here. I'm gonna protect it.
Right.
Hallelujah.
And if you're less attracted to me because you do not like my bonnet, that is already sending you out of the door.
You're powerful, sis.
You're out of the door, in my opinion. Like, that's just me. I don't have a problem with other women. Well, okay, I do, but we'll talk about that later. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yes.
But I just personally think, if I'm dating another black man and he finds bonnets off-putting, or he doesn't get what a bonnet is for, then that for me, you're not my type of man.
I have to be the first black woman you're dating then, because what does that mean?
And do you know what's even more like a bit offending is the fact that you've grown up in a black home, so I'm sure you've seen your mum wear a bonnet,
your sisters
wear bonnet,
but you draw the line.
You even wear do-rag, but you draw the line at bonnet.
I've not even thought about that.
I was thinking do-rags. Why are do-rags more accepted?
Some of you are even, not that this is an issue, but just so you can actually understand what we're saying. Some of you are leaving your house in your do-rags.
And you've
even done now colourful do-rags, silk do-rags. 3 colorway do-rags, but bonnet.
I know a list of men that I can't remember last time I saw their real hair. It's been do-rags.
Right.
Which there is nothing wrong with. So why are you drawing the line when it comes to black? It's always us that men want to police.
Like women must do this. We must always be on 10.
We can't do braids. We can't have a natural hair out. If you have a natural hair, it has to be slick and edges done and X, Y, Z.
But before we even go into it, what about you?
I can't lie. I disagree with Zizi Mills completely. When I saw it, I thought, this doesn't actually make sense. And do you know what? I agree with you when you said, okay, you can have an opinion, but I don't like when people now, I don't know if you saw like her tweets after like people who disagree with her, if you're disagreeing, you're lying, blah, blah, blah. You know you're not wearing a bonnet on the first night.
Telling people
like, why are you telling other people how they feel about themselves in a bonnet? Me, I think I'm cute in a flipping bonnet.
Listen, I actually don't own a bonnet. I only have headscarves. But I'm so sorry. So my question now,
wait, Temi needs to answer first.
Sorry,
before you answer second.
No, so I just
go on. No.
So I shouldn't wear a bonnet on the first night. So I should wear my hair out. So then when I wake up, it's doing fat.
If I slept with my this hair out.
Actually, do you know what? Yeah. So obviously, when Zizi said that, Adiola Patron.
Yes, Adiola wanna roll with a geezer.
Is it me? You're the lifestyle. Actually, this girl said,
I am getting a bit. Anyway, Adiola Patron quote tweeted that, and she said, I get where Zizi Mills is. She agreed with Zizi Mills,
did.
and she gave an alternative, and she said it doesn't necessarily have to be a bonnet, but I would wear like a cute headscarf. I'll put it around because it's still protecting my hair. I'd wear a cute headscarf to bed. I'm not going to unleash everything.
Again,
like,
what's the difference between headscarf and bonnet?
But my opinion on it, I'm still 50-50. I'm not going to lie.
Just share your thoughts, babe.
This is my thought. It's 50-50 because I hear where Zizi Mills is coming from, because let's not lie, some girl, obviously I don't know everyone, their ins and outs and why they're capping on social media, but I do know there are some people that genuinely go out and do that. There's some girls on the first night, they don't show their the full bonnet, and they're not as comfortable straight away, because he's not a stranger, because you obviously shouldn't be in bed with a stranger or someone you don't know like that, but this is the first time he's seen you in that space where you're going to bed, and you still want to look cute. It's like for example, like in movies, like those cute movies where you wake up next to your partner, you run to the bathroom to brush your teeth because you don't want to look your worst. Do you get it? So I get it in that sense. Would I do it on a first night? Probably.
I know you would.
I probably would.
When
I say probably, I mean I'd probably wear a bonnet.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd probably wear a bonnet.
He don't agree with you.
No, I get why people don't agree with me, because I'm more likely to do a headscarf, but I could do a bonnet.
No, I think you could. I don't think it's a thing of you as well. I don't think you don't think you're attractive in your bonnet or anything. Yeah. I just think depending on the situation, you're more flexible to change your mind. Absolutely. I think my only issue with the narrative is that you look your worst in a bonnet. Why is that the narrative?
It's not like you look your worst, but like we said earlier when we were talking about Monique, it's basically like a protective hairstyle to go to bed in. It's like wearing.
But we're going to bed.
Yeah. We're not gonna.
So when I'm comfortable
anyway.
in my it's not about
but I mean as in like I mean in the sense where I'm not gonna look done up. Like I'm not presenting anything to you. Like I'm going to bed. It doesn't mean I hate this narrative. I hate how we've made it synonymous, like with the whole thing of if we're unpresentable, we're ugly.
Yeah,
that's not the case. If I'm unpresentable, I'm just unpresentable. Like I'm not gonna go outside and the same way that there's certain clothes that you'd only wear at home. Yes, they're home clothes.
Exactly. Let's be real as well. A lot of men don't care as much as you think they do.
Facts.
So, like, don't get it twisted. Not
be
to
surprised
say
what they're doing out here.
Them that they're wearing their boxers inside out. You're worried.
Sorry, I wasn't even laughing.
Okay.
Some of them, they're still on the same box that they were wearing 4 days ago. Skid marks.
Yikes. And you're here worrying about your bonnet.
So more time, women, we just stressing ourselves out for things,
unnecessary things.
I get it. You want to look attractive to your partner and stuff, but more time, he don't even care.
And I'm so glad there were so many black men that were like,
someone said
that's what you lot wear to bed. Like he gets it.
I've grown up around black women. I have sisters. I've seen what a bonnet is. He doesn't get it. I'm not scared. It's like when you bring it out, I'm gonna be like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like I think that the onus should be on black men to be more accepting of black women in their totality. Why is it that you only see us through that lens, and we should keep that image up?
Let's be honest, it's not as if black women aren't looking for their approval as well. You've given them that power. That's what exactly. If you didn't give them that power, you don't care what they think, and you do what you want to do. They've got no choice. But because guess what? If a man, I'm so sorry, if a man is feeling you, wearing a bonnet to bed is not going to stop him.
That's correct.
From continue to feel you.
I also think it's mad that the bonnet.
What happened?
I actually think it's mad that the bonnet is the line when you're there opening your legs.
I was gonna say it.
It's mad.
I was gonna say that they're still clapping cheeks anyway.
Her point actually does not make sense if you actually dissect it, because she's saying, it's the first night. So I'm guessing on the first night for some women, you're
clapping cheeks. He's having.
You're allowing,
even if it's not all the way. You've done it.
You're allowing him to see.
You were screaming,
right? You're allowing him to see your body, but your hair. That's where your body is.
Do you know what I've just realised?
Your bum hole is actually exposed.
Right.
That's where you cross the line.
Right.
Okay.
What I've realised is that the bottom line is actually that everything is about the man in that scenario. Every single part. All of it is the acceptance and their male gaze. Because if you're okay with him seeing your vagina and your bum hole, but it's the bonnet that you're worried about, then it's all about
priorities are very wrong.
About his experience and nothing to do with you.
Because
you might even be able to throw it back better with your bonnet on.
Like I actually don't know how
think about it.
No, but
if your wig is out and the hair is in your face, can you concentrate?
Some of you even have horror
stories.
I'm asking. I want to know.
Some of you even have horror stories. I've seen so many horror stories of your wig coming off during that time. But if you had your bonnet on, it would have been
a great experience. I'm just asking because I feel like you're even doing yourself a bit of a disservice, baby girls.
And guys, this is why I want to go back.
I'm just saying.
This is why I want to go back to what I said about giving men power.
Exactly.
We do this too much.
Exactly.
Because think about it.
The bar is in hell when it comes to men. You don't even care how he shows up to the bedroom.
That's what I was gonna say. These men, when they go to bed, are they not wearing their do-rags? But there's no problem when they wear their do-rags to bed. It's when you're ready to wear your bonnet to bed.
There's a problem.
It's not making sense.
Women,
Come on, man.
Not making sense.
And you know what? It doesn't necessarily tie in, but I understand in this sense where at the end of the day, we've had this discussion on our podcast before. Women are very invested. We're very invested in how we look in comparison to men. And I understand that. That's where it comes from. Do you get? That's where the whole like looking good and, you know, taking it as far as looking good going to bed. That's where it all comes from, not caring how the men look. But guys, like, can we have like a break when we're sleeping? Like,
At least give us chance. Give chance.
More time. Do you know what? I'm not getting more time. Yeah, cool. You're crossing the line when it comes to wearing a bonnet to bed. More time, you're gonna be snoring like a horse.
That's it. Some of you don't even know that before you woke up, he looked at you and he saw dried.
But the bonnet is where you call it.
You want to
quits.
cross the line when you're sleeping and unconscious.
You think you look like this? Some of you are. Hey.
You think you look like that in the night?
Your mouth is it's open.
But the bonnet is where the problem is.
Like, think about it.
When you have to protect your hair.
It's not making sense.
It's sad though, because I do feel like women do feel like they need to have control over that and make. Do you know what I'm saying? But trust me. Do you know what? A man that truly likes you, that stuff,
he doesn't care.
You're
It
sleeping.
can't stop him.
You're actually supposed to be going to sleep.
A man that truly likes you, the sort of things that will put him off if you're a liar, if you're a cheater, those are the things that will put him, not if you're wearing a bonnet to bed.
Yeah,
some of you even talking in your sleep.
Jesus.
But the bonnet that's where there's an issue. You don't know what you're saying.
You were in the bed 5 minutes ago. Now you're at the front door.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, maybe some girls genuinely think they don't look good in bonnets. If you're one of those girls, then fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, it's fair enough, but also work on it. Yeah. You have to be accepting of yourself in every single form.
But no, when I say fair enough, I mean I get where you're coming from. Then, if you feel like you look ugly in a bonnet, do you get it?
But then don't feel as comfortable to share every other intimate part about you, except like, come on, let's have a balance. You can't be. Intimacy is on loads of different levels.
How is the bonnet here ugly, but everything else here is fine?
Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I genuinely don't.
I'm just asking for a friend.
I'm curious.
So
everything else is on display, but the hair.
And I think sorry, just to backtrack a little bit. I think people's also issue is obviously with the wig. You have to obviously if you're gonna wear a bonnet, you're gonna take it off and your cameras are gonna show. What's the problem?
Oh my
God! That was the thing.
Right, yes, that was also the thing. Like,
sorry, just a quick question.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that.
So you know when you go to sleep, right? So you don't put the bonnet on top of the wig.
Some girls do. Or they wear headscarf. They'll wear a headscarf instead of a bonnet.
But then some of them would actually take the wig off and put the bonnet on.
How can I forget? That was a very important part of the discussion. Actually, that was what Zizi Mills was talking about. She said, "You lot are not backing off your wig as well. Like you're not taking the wig off on the first night."
Still doesn't make sense. Can't lie to you.
In my opinion.
Okay, that one. I feel slightly different about that. Not even because I want him to feel attracted to me or whatever. Even if I had my cameras freshly done, that same few hours before I'm ready to go to bed, I'm not taking it off. The reason why is because even if a guy is not sleeping next to me, even if I'm by myself, I don't know why it's not as uncomfortable for me to go to bed with my wig on. Like,
and that's fine.
Like I still go to bed with my wig on when I'm by myself sometimes.
And I also think it's understandable because sometimes if you've just gotten it laid, why you don't want to rip it off? It's meant to last for a couple days.
You get it?
I think your case is different. Like there are people going out of their way to make sure that they're not gonna take their wig off. Their thing off. Thank you.
I don't know because
I guess
maybe they don't like the head shape.
True.
Well, it's always better late. No, it's better early than later
but
because
that's the argument,
right?
Should you not ease it in?
But then,
easing stuff in is for other things. I'm a human being. I know. I'm a human being.
What's the time frame of easing it in? Because for someone, easing it in is 6 months. For some people, it could be a year. until they show even a
Some
bonnet.
people's never.
And then wouldn't you
Exactly.
be even upset that in that year when you then show him the cameras, he says, I'm breaking up with you, I'm gone.
I'm out.
I feel like people's mindset when it comes to that is, oh, you know, he's loved me like to a certain point now. There's no backing out. You're trapping him. If you want the truth, you're trapping him.
I just want to know, because I just think it's mad. I think if you're in a very good relationship, this is my opinion, then they should be willing to be accepting of you in any...
Babe, not even a relationship. If you're with someone who's respectable and has sense and is actually mature, emotionally mature.
Because the men I speak to, they're aware that women do not look like Instagram every 24 hours of the day. So if you're with men that think that women do not poo, they do not fart, they do not burp, they only eat salad.
So women are with men like that?
But there's men.
Oh, they don't deserve women.
Do you know what I'm saying? If that's the type of man you want for yourself, I beg be doing it. I'm the type of person that if you're in the same house with me, you'll see me on the toilet. So
we've got stomach issues, you guys. So
not you exposing us on this platform. Anyways, I don't even know what to say about that.
Do you know what I mean?
She said we've got stuff. Who's we?
What, me and her? Anyways,
right. Accept me as I am.
Accept me as I will. Watch me as I leave. We've been saying that.
But
actually, something we wanted to introduce at the end of our episodes from this season going forward is something we've enjoyed in the last week or so that we want to share with you guys, that you guys can go and check out as well. So mine, I'll start. I really love Dave's album. If you didn't know, I'm a Dave stan. Are you laughing at me? Oh, anyways, I'm a Dave stan and I love him like so much. And his new album, We're All Alone in This Together, 10 out of 10. My favorite songs on the album are We're All Alone, In the Fire, Heart Attack, Lazarus, and Survivor's Guilt. Go and listen to them and let me know what you think in the comments.
Thank you.
Yes,
you guys. Go.
It could be anything. It doesn't have to be music.
I don't have it.
A show, a book.
Oh, okay. I've got something. Even though it has mixed reviews, I've just started watching Black Lightning.
Oh, okay.
And I want to be more intentional about watching films that have more people that actually look like me.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like a lot of my, well, not a lot of, but I watch a lot of, it's balanced, but I just, like I said, I just want to be more intentional. And yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's
so
great.
Check it out. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
What do I want to share? So basically, I realised something yesterday. So yesterday was the first Sunday of the month. And I realised that I am literally halfway to 25. And
How would you do this to us?
yeah, I'm just reflecting. I'm thanking God because I'm very grateful of, you know, where I am at the moment with life. But there's still a lot of work to be done. So I'm in that reflecting phase right now. Literally exactly 6 months yesterday.
Wow.
So sorry, I don't mean to make it serious, but life is coming fast. And I thank God.
I feel like the Holy Spirit was working yesterday because you had that realisation.
You know, there's been a lot of realizations last
Right.
week. Yeah, and it was my first time in church for a very long time too.
Oh, really?
So I was really happy to be back in church.
Okay,
We're going to make that
for
consistent
you.
thing. Thank you.
Cool.
So
Thank you guys for watching.
Continue the conversation down in the comments below. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like we said. Follow Soapbox Studios on Instagram. You know what it is. Also, special shout out, Real Soulful. You already know
live show! Because this drops on Friday, so you guys will still be able to buy tickets. Go and buy your tickets.
There's very limited tickets left.
Yes.
So if you want to see the sisters, if you want to see Real Soulful, if you want to see Unfiltered, if you want to see Pull Up Pod, you know, we're all going to be there. It's going to be a good time.
Yes.
Link up, party clarity.
You know, link in the description, boys.
Yeah, and the tickets, they're go get them.
Support a black man doing well.
Of August. So make sure you're there.
Catch you there. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.